We live, y'all. What's going on? For those of you guys who didn't tune in yesterday, hopefully you guys tune in today. Like I said, for those of you who missed the live and may have joined today, go back and watch the live. We covered a few things. This right here, of course, is Wrestling School, aka the Performance Center. Hollywood is still Hollywood. Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, NXT, Monday Night Raw, and Friday Night SmackDown. This is Friday Night SmackDown, and we SmackDown and we SmackDown. I don't even know what I just said. But yeah, of course I have to upgrade these guys. It's got a lot of guys I haven't shown y'all yet. You know, from Impact Wrestling, my boy Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley too. These are not their correct. Well, this is actually his correct attire, but Alex Shelley, this is not his correct attire. So, you know, I got a lot of editing to do. I got a lot of covering to do. This guy right here, and this guy right here will be used for a three-man faction. For those of you, I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about. This right here is the recent Dominic Mysterio I just created. I actually uploaded this video about like 20, 30 minutes ago, maybe 40. For those of you who watched it, thank you for watching. For those of you who haven't and might be watching the live right now, go watch this video. Got my boy Dirty Dom from the Judgment Day. It's a lot of guys who I have in here who I haven't shown you in the last video, mostly because I've been editing as well. So yeah, there's a lot of people. We have my boy Nathan Frazier from NXT, who's the Heritage Cup champion. So most likely what I would do for him is put this on him, the Heritage Cup. Yeah, but I could also, for those of you who don't know, you can also compete for that for the trophy. All you have to do is put reward where it says titles in your GM mode, where it says titles and rewards. You can skip over worldwide title, tag title, enter title, and then you can see that they have trophy also as a chance. So to compete in NXT for the Heritage Cup champ, that's all you have to do in your GM mode. That's what you will have to do in your GMO to compete for the Heritage Cup champion. What's good, my boy? My boy DC Combat. That's AKA Dom Cortez. For those of you who don't know Dom Cortez, go to his channel, support him. He uploads too, and he also soon will be finishing his roster. Also, he's gonna give you our roster reveal, just like I'm gonna give you our roster reveal, and he's gonna also continue with his my career, just like I will also. But yeah, this is one of Nathan Frazier's attires. You know, I showed you guys some people yesterday. Got my boy Daniel Garcia, Red Phoenix. And like I said before, these are not their correct attributes. I just put it there just cause. And these are not their correct attires. This is his hair actually. Or I was thinking about making him for Action Andretti from AEW. So I put his secondary attire. We have a lot of guys who I've covered. For instance, from NXT, my boy Brooks Jensen. And then his tag team partner is literally over here in my boy Josh Briggs. Briggs and Jensen. They're a pretty good tag team. There we got my boy Ricky Starks. We got the Kalas Omas. I like Omos. Then we got my boy from Impact Wrestling, former Impact World Champion, two-time Impact World Champion, Josh Alexander. We got some people that we got 3 people in this live. Thank you guys for tuning in. We 5 minutes and 30 seconds in. Ever Blessed, what's going on? Also, happy birthday to Ever Blessed. Dom, if you in here, comment something. Let me know if you're still in here. For those of you who don't know Dom, like I said before, go subscribe to his channel. Go to the magnifying glass. Go to C. You can see that I updated a lot of things as I've said before in the last video. Yeah, there you go. He said I'm still here. In New Japan Pro Wrestling, Wrestling School NXT, Impact Wrestling, Monday Night Raw, All Elite Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and Friday Night SmackDown. Those are the rosters. He said, yo, do you have Wesley? I do have Wesley, actually. Wesley is right here in Wrestling School. I have his moves and everything like that finished. Well, actually, they're not all finished. I haven't got around the chin. I just did his hair. I did his face. And my boy Wesley. But yeah, I will be making Wesley soon, just not yet. Hard Time is who I'm using for Tony D'Angelo. Kevin Owens is finished. I just haven't updated the attributes. Sami Zayn also. And like I said before, we have my boy Leo Rush. Yes, indeed, Dom. You already know. Got my boy Leo Rush. So I have a lot of people. I know I have to make Trick Williams soon because I have Carmelo Hayes. Those two are a package deal. I have to put them together. We're going to go with Federal Online, which is on Friday Night SmackDown right now. And check out my boy Grayson Waller. Have to do his moves and all that other good stuff. But we know my boy Ricochet. Ricochet is finished. His attributes are not finished, but for the most part, my boy Ricochet is finished. And then we have the man of the hour right here, who Solo Sikoa. I love his thing. I'm taking it all. Yeah, I love his thing. Solo Sikoa is up next. A lot of people. Why would I have Zoe Stark? This is an all men's roster. Have you been listening? Once again, I'm going to go over it again. Wrestling School, aka the Performance Center, for those of you who are not listening. Hollywood, Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, NXT, Monday Night Raw, and Friday Night SmackDown. These are all men's. The next tag team I post, most likely, and I'm just saying most likely because it's not a promise, the next tag team that I'm going to be doing is Pretty Deadly, most likely. Pretty Deadly and Gallus and maybe the Schisms, the Dyad. Those are the tag teams that I might be doing next. And I said emphasis on the mic. And yes, my boy Dom Cortez, aka DC Combat, is right. I don't do women only because in this game it's literally only like 14 women throughout this whole game. It's only like 14 women, so I don't see a point in making a women's roster when it's a little bit of women. I'm not going to turn the men into the women. And you can turn the women into the men because the women are good wrestlers, and you're going to need a lot of wrestlers. And then we have my boy Tama Tonga, who's WWE is still trying to get a hold of right now. From those of you who know him from New Japan, is the Gorillas of Destinies, and he's also Haku's son. But yeah, and they also have a brother Hikuleo, Tama Tonga and Tonga Leo. We have a lot of people here. Impact Wrestling. You can use him, Abyssimo. You can use him for PCO. I showed a lot of people this before, but I'll do it again. For those who wasn't watching, my boy Eddie Thorpe. I still have to fix this, but the bottom's fine. But yeah, this is my boy Eddie Thorpe. And I will be using Chris Benoit for Gable Stevenson if he decides to come. My boy Eddie Edwards. Carmelo Hayes, he's just there. He's just not finished. But for the most part, his face and everything like that is finished. My boy Carmelo Hayes. And the big strong boy Tyler Bate. So we have a lot to Trey Miguel. We have a lot to cover. We indeed have a lot to cover. We have my boy Braun Breaker. The meaner than evil Braun Breaker. Yes. And then we got my boy Moose from Impact Wrestling. We have my boy Moose. We have Mark Briscoe. Yes, we have a lot. We have Rick Dawson, who I use for Matt Riddle, but as of right now he's not on. And we have my boy right here, LA Knight. LA Knight is not finished, but he will be soon. Got my boy LA Knight. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back with more videos. Jay White. I will be back with more live videos. I will be back with more videos, and soon, hopefully, and I do say soon, the roster reveal, as well as the My Career, as well as the GM mode, because for those of you who know, I said before that my own GM mode and my Career will be kind of simultaneous in a way, where it will be simultaneous in a way where we have my boy Jimmy, where I do my Career inside of the GM mode, so you might see other you might see storylines and other people competing, as well as myself, most likely always in the main event, or opening the game, or in the main event. But we have my boy Jimmy right here, and then we have my boy Jay over here. It's simple enough. We got can't forget my boy Roman, my boy Rollins, Seth freaking Rollins. You already know how I do. You know. We got Steve Macklin from Impact Wrestling. John Moxley. And Bryan Danielson. But yeah, we're gonna cover, guys, do not worry. We will cover all these videos. Then my boy Dolph Ziggler. We will cover these videos, guys. We will cover these videos. We will do all that stuff. But for right now, just be patient. The videos is gonna get out, but anticipated video, Solo Sikoa. Most likely Solo Sikoa is up next. But thank you guys once again for tuning in. I'm out. Peace.